After Moses had spent many years in the land of Midian, living a peaceful life as a shepherd and starting a family, he began to feel restless. His time in Egypt felt distant, but the memory of his people, the Hebrews, still lingered in his heart. He had left Egypt as a young man, running from the consequences of his actions, but now he was a changed man, with a life rooted in simplicity and humility. One day, while leading his flock through the desert near Mount Horeb, Moses saw something that would change his life forever. A bush was burning, but it was not consumed by the flames. This was not a natural occurrence. Intrigued and confused, Moses approached the burning bush to investigate. As he drew near, a voice called out from the midst of the flames, "Moses! Moses!" The voice was powerful and commanding, yet full of compassion. Moses responded, "Here I am." The voice instructed him to take off his sandals because the place where he stood was holy ground. It was then that Moses realized he was standing before God. God revealed himself to Moses as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of his ancestors. He told Moses that he had heard the cries of the Hebrew people who were suffering under the oppression of the Egyptians. God had seen their misery, and now he had chosen Moses to lead them out of bondage and into the promised land. Moses was filled with awe and fear. He could not comprehend why God had chosen him for such a monumental task. He had doubts, questioning his abilities and his worthiness. But God reassured him that he would be with him every step of the way. God even gave Moses his name, "I am who I am," and told him to go to Pharaoh and demand that he let the Israelites go. Moses was reluctant and uncertain, but God promised him that Pharaoh would not release the Israelites without a mighty display of power. Moses, feeling unworthy of this divine calling, argued with God, but God's plan was clear, and Moses had no choice but to obey. The stage was set for a confrontation that would change the course of history.
Don't miss out. Subscribe now and unlock your true potential with us.